The financial world, it feels like, is just spinning faster and faster, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. In overdrive is a good way to put it.
And, the fuel for all this crazy change, it's artificial intelligence. Stuff we used to just, see in sci-fi movies.
Yeah, it's really jumped off the screen, hasn't it? AI is, uh, it's a tangible force now.
Yeah.
It's fundamentally changing how we deal with our money, our investments,
Everything.
pretty much everything. How secure our accounts are, the tools we use to plan for the future. It's all being touched by AI.
Exactly. And that's what we're really going to get into today. So if you've been wondering, how AI is actually being used in finance, like practically day to day,
Mm-hmm.
and you want to understand the real impact without needing like a PhD in computer science,
Right.
then yeah, you're in the right place. This is the conversation for you.
Yeah, our goal with this deep dive is pretty straightforward, really. We want to pull out the key insights about how AI is rising in finance
Hmm.
and what that means. We're looking at this YouTube video, AI in Finance. The future of investing is here, and focusing on how this tech is, making finance easier to access, more efficient,
Right.
and maybe even more rewarding for everyone. Doesn't matter if you're a seasoned pro or just kind of dipping your toes in.
Okay, let's dive in then. The video makes one thing really, really clear right off the bat. AI isn't just like thinking about finance.
No.
It's already moved in. It's actively changing how we manage money,
Yeah.
how we make investment decisions, even just how we talk to our banks.
It's pretty remarkable how widespread it's become already. You look at banks, they're using AI to spot fraud.
Hmm.
That helps keep all of us more secure.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Definitely. But it's more than that. They're using it for risk assessment, too, trying to make the whole system
Yeah.
more stable.
Okay.
And even tailoring services,
Yeah.
giving you more personalized experience. It's not just about catching thieves. AI learns these tiny spending patterns humans would miss.
Ah, interesting. So fewer false alarms, maybe.
Exactly. Fewer times your card gets blocked for no reason. A smoother experience for you.
And it's not just the big banks getting the perks, right? The video mentions how regular investors, like you and me, and the pros too, are using AI.
Yeah, absolutely. Think about reducing your investment costs or getting a real leg up in understanding market trends,
Okay.
making hopefully smarter choices, and even just executing trades faster than ever before. That's a pretty big shift.
It really is.
It is. And, the video rightly brings this up. As we rely more on AI, we also have to think about some important stuff.
Right.
Well, data privacy is a big one. How's all our financial info being used by these systems, these algorithms? They're learning from our money habits.
Good point. Okay, let's narrow the focus a bit to investing specifically. The video really seemed to hammer home how AI is opening up investing, making it more efficient for, well, everyone.
Yeah, and a super clear example of this, robo-advisors.
Ah, yes. The robo-advice.
Exactly. It's kind of fascinating, these AI platforms giving out automated investment advice based on algorithms.
And often way cheaper than a human advisor, right?
Significantly cheaper, yeah. And this growth, it's not just about lower fees. It kind of signals a real shift in how people, maybe especially younger folks, are thinking about building wealth.
How so?
They're just embracing the automation, the digital advice right from the start.
And the growth numbers.
Wow.
The video said the global robo market was, what, $8.4 billion in 2024?
Yeah, something like that.
Projected to hit almost $70 billion by 2032. That's huge. An annual growth rate over 30%.
It's not just steady growth. Like you said, it's a rocket ship.
Uh-huh.
But interestingly, it's not just about replacing human advisors. The video also points out how AI is becoming this incredibly valuable tool for them.
How does that work?
Well, by automating a lot of the routine stuff, the paperwork, the basic analysis,
Okay.
it frees up the human advisor to spend more time actually talking to clients, understanding their goals, their worries, and focusing on the bigger picture strategy.
So it's more like a tag team. AI does the grunt work, human does the strategy and relationship part.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Powerful partnership. But the main idea holds. As AI gets bigger in finance, we need to make sure these tools are fair, unbiased, and actually doing what they promise.
Right. Got to keep an eye on that.
Exactly. Now, let's think about how AI actually digs up these insights, the things that give investors an edge.
Okay.
The video talks about the sheer flood of data hitting the markets every single second. Stock prices, economic news, stuff happening globally.
It's just information overload, right? Impossible for a human brain to keep up.
Totally, like trying to sip from a fire hose. Our brains just aren't built to process that volume that fast.
Right.
and spot the meaningful connections.
Okay.
And that's where AI shines. The video explains how these AI algorithms, just a set of instructions the AI follows.
Got it.
They can chew through these massive data sets incredibly fast, much faster and more efficiently than any human analyst could.
So they find things we'd miss.
Exactly. They sift through all the noise, find subtle patterns, weird correlations, things that just look off, anomalies in the data.
Like having a super analyst working 24/7. The video gave some cool examples, analyzing news, social media, even satellite images.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently to track things like, say, how busy shopping mall parking lots are, to guess retail sales,
Wow. Okay.
or counting oil tankers.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Trying to get ahead of the official economic numbers.
That's clever.
And it's not just numbers. The video mentioned sentiment analysis.
Right, you mentioned that, gauging the mood.
Yeah, basically teaching AI to understand human language in news, on Twitter, wherever, to figure out the overall feeling about a company or the market. Is it positive? Negative?
Yeah, okay.
This can help spot trends as they're just starting, maybe anticipate shifts before the numbers catch up.
Sounds almost like magic. But the video did throw in a big but, didn't it?
Oh yeah, very important point. It's not a crystal ball. AI is amazing at finding patterns in past data, making sophisticated predictions based on that. But financial markets are messy. They're complex, influenced by unpredictable stuff like, a sudden geopolitical crisis.
So AI understands probabilities, not certainties.
Perfectly put. It helps understand the odds, but can't guarantee the outcome.
It's a tool to help us make better decisions, not a replacement for, well, reality. It doesn't eliminate risk.
Exactly right. And building on that, the video talked about this new wave of AI tools actually putting this power into investors' hands.
Not just the big Wall Street firms anymore?
Nope. That's the key. These tools are empowering investors at all levels, small or large, to make decisions based more on data, less on guesswork.
Okay, so what can these tools actually do?
Well, it's pretty comprehensive. They can automate the boring stuff like gathering and cleaning data. They can do really deep analysis on numbers and on text like company reports. They pull out the key insights. They do predictive stuff, forecasting trends. And that sentiment analysis we talked about, figuring out the market mood.
So basically getting you smarter market intel faster so you can make calls based on actual data.
That's the idea. Faster, more accurate research and decision-making. The video gave examples like Bloomberg Terminal and Datamin for sentiment analysis.
How do they work? Like, practically.
Think of them as listening posts. They scan tons of text news, social media reports, and use language processing to figure out the feeling towards specific companies or assets. Positive, negative, neutral.
Okay.
Knowing the general opinion helps investors gauge expectations and maybe where prices might be headed.
Like reading the market's mind. And then there were trading platforms mentioned. Finance GPT, Sentio, Kavote. They sound like they go even further.
They do. These use algorithms not just to analyze data and spot trading opportunities based on patterns, but some can even execute the trades automatically for you.
Whoa.
Yeah. And the really big deal, like the video stressed, is that these powerful tools used to be only for the pros at big institutions now. They're becoming way more accessible to individual retail investors.
It really does feel like AI is starting to kind of level the playing field a bit, giving regular folks access to serious analytical power.
Absolutely. Which brings us nicely to AI's predictive side. The video made a good point about us humans. Our biases, our emotions, they can get in the way of smart decisions, especially with money.
Oh, yeah. Fear, greed. We've all been there, right? We take mental shortcuts that aren't always helpful.
Exactly. AI, though, it just processes the info objectively. It can spot those subtle patterns in data that our biased brains might just filter out or misinterpret.
And that's why investors, pro and retail, are leaning on tools like Bloomberg or Kavote for predictions.
That seems to be the trend, yeah. Using AI for its predictive insights.
And this predictive ability seems especially useful for managing risk, which is always a big concern.
Definitely. AI can look back at historical data and identify patterns that often showed up before market crashes or downturns.
So it could potentially give you a warning.
Potentially anticipate and help mitigate risks in your portfolio, yeah. Plus, these systems are watching now, monitoring current market conditions, economic indicators, and they can send real-time alerts about possible threats or maybe even sudden opportunities.
Like an early warning system for your money. But again, that important caveat from the video.
Crucial reminder.
Yeah.
It's not a guarantee. No magic shield against losses.
Right.
AI drastically improves our understanding, helps us make more informed choices. But markets are still markets. Unpredictable things happen. Risk is always part of the game.
Okay. So, shifting gears slightly, how's AI affecting the day-to-day management of our investments? The monitoring, the rebalancing,
Yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah. Traditionally, that's been a very hands-on job for human advisors. Complex, requires constant attention.
Right.
And as the video points out, AI is really shaking this up.
Hmm.
We're seeing these AI-powered portfolio management tools like Kavout or Finance GPT again. Yeah. They can handle a lot of this. What's really cool is how they can analyze your specific goals, your risk tolerance, your timeline,
Hmm.
and build a personalized strategy just for you.
So it's tailored, not just generic advice.
Yeah.
Okay, it builds the strategy, then what?
And then it can automatically pick the assets, allocate your money, keep the portfolio aligned with your goals.
Okay.
But it doesn't stop there. It keeps watching the market and can automatically tweak things, rebalance assets if they drift too far, maybe jump on new opportunities,
Hmm.
all without you or a human needing to constantly step in.
Wow, that sounds incredibly efficient.
It can be potentially better returns, manage risk, and, like the video notes, it frees up human advisors for the higher level strategy and client relationship stuff.
Makes sense.
And maybe the biggest thing here, again, is access. AI is making these sophisticated strategies, this professional level portfolio management, available to way more people who couldn't afford it before.
Which brings us back to the robo-advisors, right? The video called them the sort of poster child for AI in finance.
Yeah, they really are the prime example. These digital platforms offering automated financial planning, algorithm-driven, minimal human interaction needed.
Right.
Their power lies in crunching huge amounts of data to create personalized investment plans, making it all so much more accessible and, crucially, affordable.
The video stressed how simple and cheap they are. You answer some questions, goals, risk comfort, timeline,
Pretty straightforward stuff.
and boom, the robo sets up a diversified portfolio, usually with low-cost ETFs.
Exactly. And the fees are a game changer. Robos typically charge, what, 0.25% and maybe 0.50% of your assets?
Yeah, versus 1% or even 2% for many traditional advisors.
That difference really adds up over time, compounding. Big savings.
Plus, the convenience the video mentioned, access 204/7 online or on an app, automatic rebalancing, constant monitoring. It's very hands-off for the investor.
It really is. Now, the video was fair. It acknowledged robos aren't perfect for everyone. If you have a super complex financial life, you might still need that deep, personalized human advice. But for many, many people, they're a massive step towards making investing in financial planning something they can actually do.
And that links to that bigger idea in the video, doesn't it? About AI really broadening access for people who've historically been shut out.
Yeah, that's such a critical point. For way too long, getting good financial advice or investment opportunities meant high fees, needing a lot of money to even start.
Right, big minimums.
Or just not understanding the jargon. These barriers kept a lot of people out, especially maybe folks in underserved communities.
But AI, the video argues, can actually pare down those walls.
It really has the potential. Look at robo-advisors. Low or zero minimum investments. That immediately opens the door for people just starting out.
Yeah.
The 204/7 access online or via app, that adds huge flexibility. By automating things, cutting costs, giving personalized guidance, AI can empower people from all backgrounds to get a better handle on their finances.
The video paints this picture of a future where, your income or financial literacy doesn't stop you from getting decent AI-powered financial planning help.
Exactly. It's about aiming for a more inclusive, more equitable financial system for everybody.
That's a powerful promise.
It really is. Now, looking ahead, the video had a really insightful take on where finance is going. It's not humans versus machines.
It's about synergy, right, collaboration.
That's the word.
Yeah.
A partnership.
Mhm.
AI handles the data crunching, the complex math, the routine stuff.
The heavy lifting.
Yeah. While humans focus on the strategy, building trust with clients, understanding nuance, providing that empathetic human guidance,
Okay.
this kind of teamwork could lead to a financial system that's just better. More efficient, more transparent, works for more people. And the video mentioned that AI and machine learning are constantly getting better.
Yeah.
Robos will likely offer even more sophisticated advice down the line. And we're seeing more integration AI tools working alongside traditional services, making it all feel more seamless for investors.
So harnessing the best of both worlds, human smarts and machine power to find new opportunities and innovate.
Precisely. But the video also acknowledged the challenges, didn't it? We still need to grapple with data privacy, making sure algorithms aren't biased.
Right. And potential job shifts, too.
Absolutely. All crucial things to manage carefully. The video really ended by stressing we need a human-centered approach. Focus on using AI to build that more inclusive, prosperous financial future for all.
Okay, so let's try and wrap this up. Key takeaways from our deep dive into that video on AI and finance.
Well, number one, AI isn't science fiction anymore. It's here, it's real, and it's actively reshaping finance.
Definitely.
It's making investing and advice more accessible, driving efficiency through automation, and giving us incredibly powerful tools for analysis and prediction, whether you're an individual or a huge institution.
And it holds that real potential to personalize investing and build a fairer financial future for way more people.
Exactly. Which leads to, I think, a really interesting final thought for you, the listener. As AI keeps evolving, keeps getting woven deeper into finance, how might your own approach to managing your money and investments change? What new questions, what new possibilities has this whole discussion maybe sparked for you to think about?